What does it mean to be truly strong? Is it having a fit and healthy body? Is it being able to fight? Is it having the mental fortitude? In today's video, I want to highlight and give my opinion about the series that made me often ponder on this question. That series being Hajime no Ippo. Hajimenoippo, the long-running boxing shounen manga that's still ongoing to this day, as well as animated by one of the most well-known studios in Japan, Studio Madhouse, also known for having produced some of my favorite anime. Ippo is a series that I'm still in the process of reading, but it's like I still can't get enough of it. When I first started getting into the series, I wasn't expecting it to be as impactful as it was. I really wasn't expecting it to have that kind of effect on me, but it did. With that being said, I want to highlight the impact that this series has had on me, as well as later evaluate the characters, story, and even some of the themes. One thing that really solidifies a character being likable, or even my favorite, would probably be relatability. Not to say that any character I don't relate to is bad, but there's something about a character being relatable in some aspects that bumped him up on the rating for me. Ippo is a young boy who tries not to cause much trouble for others. He's well behaved, has a very pure heart. He has so many positive aspects about him that are highlighted in a way that makes him stand out and display how easily exploited he can be. Ippo is kind of an easy target when it comes to bullying. He doesn't have the inner strength to stand up for himself, until one fateful day, he is bullied and saved by the boxer known as Takamura. Takamura then shames Ippo for his lack of strength, and the question of what it means to be strong starts to spark within Makunouchi.
How does it feel to be so strong? How does it feel to be strong like you?
All right.
We all face challenges and struggle with problems every day, and sometimes that harsh truth about yourself is what you really need to become motivated to go after and crush your goals. Not feeling any sense of real urgency keeps us in our comfort zone, in turn causing us to not change very much about ourselves. However, sometimes we know the problems that we face, but it's a lack of knowledge, or a lack of courage, or mostly just a lack of something within that prevents us from taking any action in the first place. Ippo could have easily used his newfound passion to get revenge on his bullies, but his pure heart leaves no room for being spiteful. He loves boxing generally because he enjoys it, even if it means getting less recognition than you deserve, getting wounded, or even not making that much profit to begin with. The characters of Hajime no Ippo are all each unique to their own, all having their own unique way of fighting, training, and facing adversity in battle that highlights their work ethic and how far they're willing to go just to win. The willingness and determination that brims from each of these characters when they hit a low point in a fight is incredibly entertaining to watch. It has me on the edge of my seat every time, pondering on how the victor will prevail. The themes of Ippo, such as strength, which I briefly went over before, give the characters depth as well as give our characters something to work toward. Discipline is also a theme in Ippo I find to be my favorite. It's the idea of getting out there and doing whatever it takes to become better that really gets you moving toward your goals. Doing something you've never done before, or just working off the clock just to become slightly better, highlights how determined the characters of Ippo really are. The vigorous, brutal, and intense methods displayed by the characters just to prove not only to themselves but to their opponents in battle how hard they worked for their opportunities speak for themselves. I love how the feats displayed by the characters speak on how hard they work rather than just bragging about them themselves. Like, this dude beat a whole ass bear. Come on. If that isn't gonna get you going, I don't know what is. Alright, I'm not saying fight a bear, but you get the point. I think one of my favorite things about Ippo is how he even gets started in the first place. No one really sees him as much as first, but it isn't too long until he displays a glimpse of potential lying dormant within him. Over time, he goes on to develop his own ways of brutally crushing his opponents in battle, and his hard work and great sportsmanship make him really inspiring to watch. Watching his day-to-day life as well, and how hard he works outside of boxing speaks volumes about his character. Ippo truly is the embodiment of doing what you love, embracing your passion, trying to perfect your craft day by day, and I love the growth that he displays as the series goes on. We all have the innate potential to be great. It's all just a matter of will we. You can either ponder on that question or take action because of it. I noticed when watching Ippo that it has this way of being simplistic about many things that sometimes the answers we seek out for ourselves aren't even all that complex to begin with. It can all be so surprisingly simple. It's all about where your priorities lie, and I feel like Ippo taught me this lesson the best. With that being said, I feel as though now is a great time to end the video. I thank all of those who watched all the way through, and I hope you enjoyed.